systems of equations. Woohoo! Alrighty then, we're going to solve some simple linear systems of equations. X plus 4y equals 8 and negative x plus y equals negative 7. We're going to look at two different methods for solving a system of equations. First, we're going to talk about what is a system of equations. Then we're going to talk about two methods for solving them. Then we're going to look at problems that don't turn out nicey and how to use your calculator to store numbers and do all kinds of fun stuff like that. Okay, two equations there, and we want to solve that system of equations. What are we doing graphically?
First find the measure of a y, then like plug it into the first equation.
You're telling me how to solve it algebraically, but you didn't answer my question though. What's happening graphically? What's the first equation? When you graph it, what's it look like? Okay. None. Mary, what's the first equation look like if I graph it? Good. What's the second equation look like if I graph it, Mary? Good. And what happens when I solve the system? What am I actually finding? That represent? No.
X and Y.
For?
Wait. I don't know. Oh, the equation.
Wow.
Wait, what are you talking about?
So creepy. Stop. I think it's
Why? Oh, what? On the breeze.
Oh, okay.
I already said that though.
They said wait.
I
I was waiting.
phoned a friend.
For what?
Well, you weren't telling me that was like right.
I'm sorry, you trailed off there at the end. Nicole?
You're solving for the points of intersection of those two lines.
Points?
Point.
Point.
Yeah.
Point. Singular.
Yes.
Can it be points?
No.
Shh.
No, I don't think
You don't think so?
so. No.
It can, but only if the two lines are the exact same.
Those lines appear to be the exact same?
No.
No. So most of the time we will get a point. Right. So the coordinates that you were talking about, Mary, represent the point of intersection between those two lines. Okay, good. So let's solve that. First method we're going to use is called substitution. We're going to solve one of the lines for one of the variables and then plug that into the other equation. So I'm going to choose to solve the bottom equation for y. So y is equal to x minus 7. We good so far?
Yep.
Okay. Take this, plug it in up here, and it becomes x plus 4 times the quantity x minus 7 is equal to 8. How many variables in that equation?
One.
1. Is it solvable?
Yeah.
Yeah, basic rule, you need the same number of equations as variables. In the original equation, in the original system, we have an x and a y, therefore we need two equations. We have two equations, we should be able to solve it. Okay, so x plus 4x minus 28 is equal to 8. So 5x is equal to, add 28 to both sides, and we get 28, and 28 and 8 is 36. So x is equal to 36 fifths. That's fun.
It just couldn't be 35.
I'm sorry?
It just couldn't be 35.
No, it's 36. Not everything in life turns out nicely. How do I find y? Emmett?
You plug that x into the other equation. that you solved.
Where?
So you would plug it into negative x plus, or no, you plug it into x plus 4y equals 8.
Here?
Yeah.
Do I have to?
Sure, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could I plug it in there?
Yeah.
Could I plug it in there?
Yeah.
Which one would you prefer? You want to go stay with the first one?
Do y equals x minus 7.
You like this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So y is equal to 36 minus 7. So y fractions are your friends.
No, no, they are not.
Cowards. This is important. We have solved for the point of intersection between those two lines. Therefore, your answer should be given in the form of a point. With parentheses and a comma. No? No what? No, you don't like this? Or no, it should be given in the form of a point? Or no, we're done talking?
Yeah.
For which one?
All of them.
All of them. Well, no, I'm gonna counter that and say it has to be given in the form of a point. We can be done talking though. What was the first one?
First what?
There were 3 options. I don't either. What was the, anybody remember?
Oh, you don't like those.
Oh, you don't
yeah,
like
I
this?
don't like it either.
Yeah, so yeah, you don't like this.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're done talking. But no, you have to give it in the form of a point. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Okay, good. Let's try another one, shall we? You solved this one. Wow, dripping with sarcasm. And again, using substitution, I would recommend solving the top equation for x, but you can do whatever you want. If you solve one of the bottom equations for x or y, you're going to get some ugly fractions, and you've already told me you don't like fractions. So in order to avoid them, solve for the one that doesn't have, or has a coefficient of 1. What exactly was the freshman dress-up day today? Western, I should have guessed. Adam had a cowboy hat on.
That's why I said howdy.
And you started with howdy. Right. Well, then how we talk like we're from the west, or the south for that matter. Talk like we were from the west, we'd be more like, what's up, dude? But if we go south, then we can be. Don't look at me in that tone of voice, girl. Hey, there we go.
Okay.
Go turn off. Something to see here.
Wait.
Oh, I see.
I did it right, because I don't want to go to this one. 2. I'll let you do that.
You should don't
So yeah, you wait for the whole period. You wait like this, the whole deadline.
Okay.
I learned that the hard way.
Pam?
I didn't realize I was like waiting. I know, I'm just thinking it. I was like, I was like,
I see.
answer me? Like, I don't wanna continue this.
Then don't. You don't have to, it's America. All right. Jack, what'd you get?
I got 10, 14.
Jack,
-2 and 2.
anybody else negative 2 and 2? Oh, I'm feeling good about that, Jack. You wanna talk me through it? Too bad. Listen, you might learn something.
I solved the top problem, so I added 2y to the other side. That equals x equals 2y minus 6.
Everyone's.
Then I plug that into the bottom problem.
Oh, I did get it.
Y minus
I got 10, 14.
Okay.
24 plus 6y equals 4.
Good try.
I solved that and I got 14y equals 28. And then y equals 2. And then I plugged y equals 2 back into the third from the top. And that is x equals 2 times 2 minus 6, which is x equals 4 minus 6, which is negative 2.
Go back.
Oh my god, that was 94.
Well done. Okay. That's substitution. Are we ready to move on?
No.
Why not?
Because
These just take a long time.
Oh, I'm sure it'll get much better.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Better than that calculus. Second method. Elimination. So, if we look at something like this, 4x plus 3y equals 8, and x minus 2y is equal to 13. We could solve that using substitution, but we'll use it as an example on how to do elimination. If, let's say, for instance, each of the variables had a coefficient other than 1, if you solve for one of those variables, you run into the possibility of getting some ugly fractions, and we'd like to avoid ugly fractions whenever possible. So I'm going to multiply one of those equations or both of those equations by some number so that when I add the two equations together, something gets eliminated. Because it's the elimination method. Thanks. What are my options here? Emily.
Multiply the second equation by -4.
Love it.
Yeah.
She said multiply the second equation by -4.
Why? Oh, I remember this.
No, the whole thing, not just y.
No, why though?
What?
Why did you do that?
Hold on. Emily, why do we do that?
So you could, I don't really know why.
Sound good though, right? Obviously it's the right choice. I'm very excited about it.
So you can get the x to be the same and you can subtract them to cancel each other out.
Close enough. If I multiply everything by -4, this becomes -4x plus 8y equals -52. Ow, what's up with that?
Why -4?
That didn't really do anything.
Because the top
No,
is
because-
why.
Just watch the magic, okay? Chill. Have you guys not done this before?
We did it.
Yeah.
Okay, I did it.
Now as we,
I'm the person.
shh, you don't want to add, by the way, you want to subtract, or sorry, you don't want to subtract, you want to add.
Okay.
So what's 4x plus -4x?
0.
Goes away. 3y plus 8y.
11y.
I'm sorry. Let me start over again.
11.
Maybe you misheard me. What's 3y plus 8y?
11y.
11y. Is that you?
That was Paul.
What's 8 plus -52?
Negative. Yeah.
Oh, look, a pretty answer. You guys like pretty answers.
Yay!
Yay, pretty answer.
Now what? Where?
First equation.
We gonna go first?
Yeah, we need.
Well, any particular reason?
No.
Just because you're feeling saucy and you like the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. So take that and go 4x plus 3 times -4 equals 8. 4x minus 12 equals 8. So that's 4x equals 20 y 5. Bueno. Done. Nice, pretty answers.
That was fun.
So
That was,
one of two things is going to happen. You're going to be told what method to use, substitution or elimination, or you're going to be given free rein. The indication that you want to use elimination is that if you've got ugly coefficients in front of the variables, when you solve for one of those variables using substitution method, you'll get ugly fractions. Next on the agenda.
I like this one.
This is meant to illustrate my point.
Okay. Are we supposed to solve this one?
No, just stare at it for a while and so let's suppose that pops up as a homework problem, quiz problem, or test problem, and you're given the option to solve it either method. If you solve that using substitution, when you solve one of those equations for one of the variables, you're going to get some ugly fractions. Therefore, this one screams to be solved as the elimination method. Contrary to the previous problem where all we had to do is multiply by -4 so that everything cancels out, you can't do that on this one. In other words, I can't multiply 15 by something to get something nice to get -10. So this is a situation where I'm going to multiply the top equation by some number and then multiply the bottom equation by a different number to get things to work out nicely. Ashley, would you like to get rid of the x's or the y's? There's no wrong answer to that question.
Or no, axle.
You want to eliminate the x's.
Yeah.
Beautiful. What would you like to multiply the top equation by? No. Eight is a good call. And what would you like to multiply the bottom equation by?
7.
Close.
Negative 7.
-7.
Why?
So then we can subtract.
Excellent.
okay.
Let's go to Ashley. Why?
So you can subtract it.
Add it.
Add it.
Okay.
Upgrade it.
Upgrade it. I like that. -56x. You have to remember you multiply everything by this. Plus 80y equals 88. 56x minus 70, 105.
why?
Y. Thank you. And 238.
Not yet.
Negative 238. Don't be bashful. If you can't do that in your head, pick up your calculator.
0.
Okay, so now, if Ashley has any idea what she's talking about, things should cancel. So when we add, remember we're adding, not subtracting. Whoopsh, whoopsh. Negative 25y is equal to 88 plus negative 238 is negative 150. Oh, that's nice. So y is equal to 6. Woohoo! Oh, Ashley, where do you want to plug back in to find out what x is? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
3.
3. Down here. Shh. It's her problem. Back off, sister. Negative 56x plus 80 times... Ooh. 80 times 6 equals 88. I can do that. That's no big deal. Negative 56x plus 480 equals 88. So negative 56x is equal to negative 392.
Yeah.
Negative 392. And hopefully Negative 392 divided by 56 is a nice pretty answer.
Divided by
Yes.
negative.
It's how much?
7.
Oh, that was cute. You guys said it together. Jinx. Common mistake, and I don't quite understand this, but a common mistake that people make is even though we just solved for y for the first number, everybody wants to list that first. Don't do that. 7 comma 6.
This is.
We having fun yet?
Are you okay?
Okay. Next on the agenda, negative 16x plus 2y is equal to negative 2, and y is equal to 8x minus 3. First, before you get started on this, let's talk about, Morgan, what method would you use? Substitution or elimination?
Oh, I know what it is.
Shh. Your name is not Morgan.
Elimination.
Do tell.
Because you could like multiply the numbers to like get them to so that they can subtract. No.
Well, you said substitution, right? Or did you say elimination?
Elimination.
You said elimination? Okay, so if I was to do this as elimination, I gotta move the 8x to the other side, which is fine, and then you multiply the bottom equation by,
2.
well, negative 2, because it would be negative. Okay, that would work fine. And we'd solve and be done. What other method?
Substitution,
Y?
because y's already solved, so you can just plug it in.
Yep. Is one more corrector than the other? No, it's just, in this case, it's a matter of personal preference. Since there's no variables, no coefficients in front of the variables, we're not gonna get ugly fractions, either method would work. Okay, solve that.
Oh my
No solution.
You have a problem? You got a lot of problems, boy. Probably got 99 of them, right?
That's funny.
This,
That's
Stop
funny.
running the notes.
What am I doing?
Whatever.
Wow.
Question, is there no solution?
Huh?
Yes.
X equals 4. Yeah, 0 equals 4, but then you divide by 0. Am I wrong? I'm always wrong. Look at my work. What did I do wrong? I literally think I got that right.
Plug in 4 for
Okay,
x.
so I can do it.
Wait, I looked at the
You didn't think.
Okay.
Negative 16x plus
No.
6.
What's going on here?
So if
Uh-oh.
there's no
No
solution.
Okay, let's see.
It's no solution.
Negative 16x plus 2 times the quantity, 8x minus 3, is equal to negative 2. Negative 16x plus 16x minus 6 equals negative 2.
0.
That cancels. Does negative 6 equal negative 2? No. Therefore?
No solution.
Okay, so algebraically we have no solutions. What does that mean graphically? Becca?
Lines are parallel.
The lines are parallel, well done. They never intersect, therefore there's no point of intersection. That's the first weird case that could happen. The second weird case that would happen is, oh yeah, this will be good. Let's go back to the original problem and change things a little bit.
Why?
Shh, just tweak it. Let's change that 3 into a 1. Solve, solve, solve. 1, solve, solve, solve. 2, negative 2 equals negative 2. Does negative 2 equal negative 2?
Yes.
Yes. Second weird occurrence. When... Okay. What does that mean? Go ahead.
The solution is all real numbers.
Which means what graphically?
They can-
Emily?
They're the same line.
They're the same line.
Oh, yeah.
So if you get a false statement, it's no solution. The lines are parallel. If you get a true statement, in other words, if the variables disappear and you get a true statement, it's the same line. Okay, these two lines are identical. All right? Those don't happen very often, but they do pop up occasionally. Now, fun time. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go.
I'm scared.
Whoa, that's horrible.
I love how they draw those so squishy.
Let's try that again. Okay, now we're going to get things off to a good start here with a better brace. There we go. Okay, Will, pick a number between -10 and 10. Don't think. Go. Go. Come on.
-10.
-10. Thank you very much, Will. And Madeline, pick a number between, pick any number.
20.
20. And Kaylin, what year were you born in?
2000.
That screws things up. Kaylin, how tall are you?
5'3".
That'll be fun.
No.
Awesome.
Wouldn't that be 63?
Why can't
Don't make me come back there. Andrew, what size shoe do you wear?
Well,
12. And you walk backwards a lot?
yes.
Good.
That's silly.
Emmett. How many brothers and sisters do you have?
2.
How many pets do you have?
1.
How many parents do you have? Good, that's 5. Do you like them all?
Yeah.
Good, so we'll make it positive.
Cool.
And Molly, what's your address? Just the house number.
190.
Ew. Oh, what the heck. All right. Thanks, Molly. Can you move?
This is too hard.
This will be challenging. However,
I know this will be fun.
we're going to use the calculator to do all the grunt work. So I'm going to offer the suggestion that we use elimination. Are we okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Brenna, what? Using elimination, what would you like to multiply either or both of these equations by?
We can multiply the bottom one by -4.
Well done.
What? I missed that.
I'm going to bring down the top equation just so there's no confusion. Didn't change anything there. And the bottom equation becomes -48x minus 20y. Good call, Brenna.
Wouldn't it be positive?
Yeah, it would be
What?
Hold on.
Correct. I was just seeing who's paying attention. Good job. And I can do this. 496. 76.
negative.
Right, that's what I said. -476. Is that right?
This is weird.
Okay,
Sure, sounds right.
good.
Ew.
Did Brenna choose wisely?
No.
Yes.
Oh, she did actually. Why?
Oh, wait, never mind.
Because you
Too
have.
big.
I'm joking.
38x, the y's cancel, equals -423. Oh.
Oh my god. Oh no, that's not good.
His numbers.
Now, it could be possible that -423 divided by 38 would simplify, so please use your calculator to do that. Have I showed you how to do that?
No.
I can
Mine
figure
doesn't
it out.
simplify.
It does not simplify. When I tell
Okay,
you.
here we
Okay,
go.
so here's, stop talking, please. Type -423 divided by 38, enter. Under the math button, hit math, enter, enter. The math is on the left-hand side up near the top. And it'll convert it back to a fraction. Is that fraction simplified at all?
No.
No.
Oh boy. Math, enter, enter. Okay, so we're going with that fraction. Now, I need to then plug that fraction back into one of the equations to solve. The problem is That's an ugly fraction. So with that number on the home screen, hit the store button. It's actually the stow button.
Stow with arrow.
And then hit the X button. And the X button is up on top. It says X, T, theta, something or another. It's below the mode button.
Where is this?
I got the same question.
Stow, second from the bottom on the left.
How do you have these memorized?
I'm a trained professional.
Memorize calculus.
Yeah, that's what I do on weekends. This weekend I'm gonna memorize what menu the absolute value's under. Okay? And then hit enter. So now what happens is, anytime the calculator sees an X, it's gonna plug in this monstrosity of an ugly number. So, we're gonna go up to, Brenna, which one would you like to use? Equation 1, equation 2, or equation 3?
Anyone works, but.
Correct, which one would you, it's a preference thing.
I don't know, 3.
3, excellent, we're gonna go with 3, because it's got the biggest, scariest numbers.
Cool.
I'm going to do a little bit of algebra before I use the calculator, and I'm going to solve for y. So negative 20y is equal to negative 476 minus 48x. And then I'm going to divide by negative 20. So y is equal to negative 476 minus 48x divided by negative 20. One thing to remember is you're going to want parentheses there. Type this into your calculator exactly as it appears. So parentheses, negative 476 minus 48x. Use the X button again. Close parentheses divided by negative 20. Enter.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, why are there parentheses?
12 times
Because of
y
y is
over
equal.
5
Because you're in a Sally.
That's what I
Yeah.
got. My calculator is dumb. It doesn't even.
Yeah.
Here we
You
go.
will get an ugly decimal, will you not?
I didn't.
Convert that decimal back into a fraction.
I just got a fraction.
I got a
It went right to fraction?
Yeah, I
Even
think
better.
so.
What do you got?
Negative 277 over 95.
I got 12y.
Can somebody confirm Grace's answer?
Yeah.
I can.
Outstanding. So now,
So,
the solution to this system, as ugly as it is, I have no room to write it, it's so ugly. Negative 423/38, comma, negative 277/95. Oh, that was nasty.
I don't even know.
It's fine.
Yeah.
okay,
Are we good?
sure.
We got 4 things then. Number 1, substitution method. When there's a coefficient in front of one of the variables with a value of 1, substitution is a good idea to use, and or it tells you use substitution. Number 2, elimination method. What am I going to multiply one of those equations by in order to get variables to drop out when you add? Remember, elimination, you're adding going vertically, so you want the signs to be opposite. Brenda multiplied by negative 4, so that it was a negative 20. 20 plus negative 20 goes away. 3, what happens when you get the variables to eliminate and you have a false statement? Negative 6 equals negative 2. No solution. What happens when you get the variables to eliminate and you get a true statement? Negative 2 equals negative 2. It's the same line. And then the 4th thing, how to use the calculator to solve big, scary, nasty problems.
Wouldn't that be the 5th thing?
I'm sorry?
Wouldn't that be the 5th thing?
No. Substitution, elimination, weird answers, calculate. You wanted the weird answers to be 2 things.
Well, I thought there were 2 things.
I lumped it into 1. One with 2 subcategories. Okey doke? Questions? So let me tell you where we're going with this.
Today was not a good day.
We are going to eventually, like tomorrow, transition from using systems of equations to figuring out things about parallel lines
Okay.
and figuring out distance between objects and that kind of fun stuff. You need to be able to do systems quickly and efficiently in order to survive the geometry part of this. Thank you very much.